Hey folks, what's going on? Welcome to Coach Gav Live, episode 22 with me, your host, Coach Gav from Kildare Strength and Fitness, sporting our brand new summer collection of training gear. Pretty slick, isn't it? So, today I want to touch you a little bit about the successes that we've been having here in the gym, which kind of will give you a bit of an insight into kind of what we're doing and what you may be able to achieve when you come on board a part of kind of across the board of any of our programs. And then I'm also going to give you what looks like, kind of in my opinion, it's not even an opinion, it's based off of looking at why people succeed in here and in life in general. The one step, the one tip, the one trick or hack, whatever you want to call it, that will lead you to hitting those results and, as I said, success in any area of your life. Because at the end of the day, everything is you can gamify everything. So make everything into a game or a challenge, and break your big goals down into smaller actionable steps. And that's that actionable word is the piece that a lot of us miss a lot of the time, where we can talk about it, we can plan about it, or we can plan for it, we can prepare for it, we can think about it, we can wish for it, we can want for it. But none of those things are worth jack shit unless there's action that is paired alongside it. Action is the magic ingredient that when you add to any situation will reap a result. And a result will, tell you, it'll give you a very black and white, okay, it worked or it didn't work, or it worked to this extent or that extent. So just as I grab flip chart here, 1, 2, perfect. So couple of different things. That's the wrong sheet. Right sheet. Okay, brilliant. So member A, and these will all remain nameless until their testimonials come out, went from 120 kilos down to 109 kilos. So that's an 11 kilo drop. Now, they did go down to like 105, but have put on a good bit of muscle and shape and size since then. A male in his mid-20s, works a full-time job, rocks up to the gym, puts in the effort, is consistent as fuck. Arms have leaned out. He's dropped 8 centimeters off his waist, 11 centimeters off his hips, and put on some size onto his legs then as well. Now again, those figures by themselves might not be like, okay, yeah, whatever, dropping 11 kilos. So 11 kilos is 22 pounds. It's just under, it's a stone and a half. Now, that's a stone and a half dropped. That's not to include the muscle that was gained, because again, I was sloppy on my end. I wasn't tracking muscle gain and fat loss and then as well. So, and he's been with us since December of 2015, back from the old unit in Tokers before we moved over here. So that's just one person's story. Then again, we've one woman here with us since June of 17. So June just gone, down 5 kilos, so that's 10 pounds, it's nearly a stone. And again, 2 centimeters arms, 3 centimeters off the waist, 3 centimeters off the hips. And all these results that you're going to hear, they don't mention the actual important stuff. So the terms of how much stronger they've gotten, how much better they move, how much healthier they are, a better relationship with food then as well. But we do live in this kind of, okay, how much weight did you lose? How much weight did you gain? What shape are you? What dress size have you changed? Then again, another one of our girls, one of our biggest loser competitors, again, 5 kilos since June have just gone, 14 centimeters from the waist, 10 centimeters from the hips. Another one of our girls from July of 16 down 8.5 kilos, 5 centimeters off the waist, 3 off the hips, 5 off each thigh then as well. So as we're moving down, then another one of our girls, you'll see a lot of our results are women, because we have a lot of women that train here. So from since October of 2016, gone from 95 kilos into 73 kilos. That's a 22 kilo drop. That is, should have done my maths first, that's just over 3 stone since October of 2016, okay? That's a lot of weight. And these kind of all these results you hear, no matter if it's from June of this year or October of last year or November of the year before last, it's just really because these people are super consistent, super consistent, and they look after the secret tip you're going to get in a second. And again, 11 centimeters off her waist, 11 off her hips, 8 centimeters off each thigh, gone from a size 20 down from, you know, a kind of a loose size 22 to a loose size 14. So 22, 20, 18, 16. So 4 dress sizes then as well. And that last bit there is the kind of bit that is actually kind of tangible. That's the thing that everyone can relate to. Well, what dress size are you in? You know, guys, what shirt size are you wearing? What slack size, jean size, things like that then as well. How well your clothes fit. And that's actually a more important marker and a greater indicator of how well things are going when, okay, all these weights, you know, 5 kilos, 11 kilos, 22 kilos, 21 kilos, all these things, they all are great. You know, we have another one, girls as well, got from 106 to 85, 21 kilos, just over a year exactly, 16 centimeters off the waist, 22 off of her hips, and then some off of the arms and thighs as well. And we have a few other ones then as well, but just those few there are kind of the ones that are kind of like, whoa, shit. So you see there where there's different levels of timelines. Some of them were from June of this year, some of them were from October of last year, from July of last year, from November of the year before. And, you know, part of me didn't want to share it just because I don't live or die by the scales, as everyone who trains here can attest to. I get quite mad over that. But when you look at this, when you look at your weight and your measurements, so you'll see kind of, cover everyone's name, you'll see there that we track a lot of stuff then as well. And we're going to start tracking body fat and muscle levels too, because for some of our members, as they get leaner, the scales is going to stop going down, probably start going up as they put on muscle and drop off fat. Now, listen very closely. Muscle does not weigh more than fat. Never has, never will. A pound of muscle and a pound of fat are still a pound. The issue is density levels, okay? So one is more dense or one covers more area than the other does. That's what the issue is, okay? So if you believe or believed that muscle weighs more than fat, just please stop. Save yourself the stress, okay? It's not. A pound is a pound is a pound, okay? But what I'm getting at here is, and the reason why these people do so well is very simply, they look after their ABCs, okay? So every single day, in every single situation of our life, there are A priority stuff, B priority, C priority, and D priority. Where people don't succeed is they spend so much of their time and energy and resources on these ones here, because they're the simple, you know, especially the C and D stuff. That's the easy shit. That's the fun stuff to go and do. But we don't look after the B's, and then we look after very little of the A's. So the A grade stuff is the stuff you need to do every single day in and day out for upwards of 80-90% of your time. How well you're supposed to eat, how well you're supposed to live your life, your productivity, looking after yourself, kind of expanding yourself, kind of mentally developing yourself, I should say. Looking after, again, and even in life, there will be you always hear people kind of go, oh, my circle of people, okay? There's like an A circle, so really fucking important people, a B circle, people who are important but not as important as the B, a C, and then a D, okay? And we need to make sure that we're looking after the right things, that we're putting all of our priority into it. I'm a little bit slack when it comes back to responding to some emails and some messages. And it's not that the people sending them aren't important. It's just a case that, like, I'm spending my time doing other shit. And responding to emails and kind of Facebook messages and Instagram is literally one of these two here. So wake up and I spend most of my day, especially the early part of my day, doing these two things here. And when I've got all them done, I move on to these. When I've all them done, if I have time left, I move on to them and then work my way down. And then when I go to bed, I wake up tomorrow. It doesn't mean I start off from here, from where I left off yesterday, because when I wake up tomorrow, I've got A and B priority things for those days. So the next step being, well, how the fuck am I going to go and how do I classify stuff? That's kind of up to you. It's not for me to tell you what is or isn't important in your life then as well. So, and again, Game of Thrones was on last night. I'll go and watch it at some stage later on today, but only on the basis that I've got all the other shit done here. If I don't have it done, I don't go and do the other thing. It's that fucking simple. If you don't put in the work, you can't get the results. All those people that I've spoken about, 11 pounds, over 40 pounds, over 30 pounds, 5 kgs, 22 kgs, 21 kgs, 11 kgs down and up and so all those things have come in because they're looking after their training. It's not by coincidence that those people are in 4 or 5 times a week. It's not by coincidence that those people are picking my brain and acting on the advice they're getting on their nutrition, changing their lifestyle, changing their sleep. A lot of those people are in super fucking early in the mornings. And it's not because they train early that they go and do it. It's just because they're really, 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 really consistent. Like those people there, women of every age, mid-20s, mid-30s, mid-40s, a little older than that, and they turn up, they do the work, simple as that then as well. There's no real, again, they look after their ABCDs. Sometimes unknowingly they go and do it, and they go, what actually matters to me? And I was talking to one of the girls at the weekend, one of the girls who has 21, 22 kilos down, and she was saying, it's different now because I actually want it for me. And that's where it has to start. The pursuit of any goal has to come down to you wanting it for yourself. Will other people in your life benefit from it? Yes, absolutely they will. Me looking after myself is important for me. Does Freya benefit from me being a fit, healthy father? Absolutely does she. Absolutely she does. So will her mom. Her mom will benefit from me being in good shape so that I can be a proper father. Same, do the guys in the gym benefit from me being in shape? Yeah, absolutely they do, because I'm leading from the front. I'm leading with them. I'm showing them that you put in the work. You pay your sweat equity every day. And kind of, you're practicing what you're preaching as well. So, and that's what happens when you go and lead your life, and when you start challenging your fears and breaking down all these things, and when you get all your shit together, other people then kind of go, oh, okay, well, if she or he is doing it and it's working for them, maybe I'll go and start doing it too. Success leaves clues. So, and a real easy way, if you find you're struggling to succeed, is to just go and copy what others do until you can figure out your version of it then as well. And that's kind of what has worked here. For the first while, I just spent so long kind of trying to find out what worked for me. But in the interim, on the way up, I tried different styles. I tried being a part of different organizations. I tried doing different training systems. I tried different nutrition plans, all these different things. But then when I started looking after the ABCs of my life, things got an awful lot better. Doing this video, it's doing the video is a B thing. Okay, so my training's done for the day, my consultations for the morning is done, my email is done, video's going to be done now. Again, on lots of different things. Again, I've just some admin stuff to do later on, and that's literally all my A and B stuff. I have some study to do as well. Is it glamorous? I think it is. Because I realize there's a payoff. And the problem is, for so many of you watching now, is that you're at a spot where these guys and girls were 6 weeks ago, 6 months ago, 16 months ago. So, and that's why kind of we're starting to kind of go, hey, look, here is a mother of two, another mother of two, a mother of three, people who work full-time, people who work part-time, people who have a good exercise history, people with no exercise history, guys, girls, people who travel down to the gym, all these different things. People who, people just keep turning up. And that's not doing, everyone who trains here moves a lot better than what they do. Their health is better. They're an awful lot stronger. Their proficiency when it comes to movements is great. I could, in theory, leave people out there and they'd be fine and not get hurt or injured. And again, as they become more dedicated with their nutrition and when kind of more of their ducks get in a row, that's when the scale starts to show it. But if you imagine it like this, and I'll leave you with this thought, okay? Automatically, as soon as I said that, I can be guaranteed I'm going to ramble on for another 10 minutes. But if you go and sit a test every single day of your life, and it's a 10-question test, and you get one of them wrong, but you get the rest of them right, are you going to get hung up on the one you got wrong, or are you going to focus on the 9 you got right? Let's say you get 2 wrong. Are you focusing on the 2 you got wrong or the 8 you got right? You know, you could even get 6 right, 4 wrong, and still succeed. Once you've a little more rights than wrongs, that's where success lies. And the more rights you have, that's where the real above average results, you know. So kind of getting, like, so 50-50 is obviously average, 60-40 is good, 70-30 is great, you know, 80-20 is greater, 90-10 is fucking super stuff. That's where it is. So just because we don't see a scale moving, that doesn't mean we're failing. It doesn't mean it's not working. You know, it just means, actually, hold on, there's another one of the girls here. Yeah, down like 2.5 stone since January. And again, they're people that work hard. When you work hard and when you work consistently and when you look after your ABCs, you know, you can't go wrong. So just put more of your time and attention and focus into your priority stuff. And then once that's done, I don't give a fuck what you spend your rest of the time doing. Just once it's not taken away from it. Look after what needs looking after, get it done, and then go and do the other stuff. It is that simple. And I'd love to find, and if I can find a way of making it simpler, I'll make it even simpler. Because we as humans seem to have this really mad desire to want complex plans. And the reason is this. When we've got a complex plan, something that's hard to do, something that's hard to follow, that increases the odds of failure. But not only that, it also gives us a parachute. Complex plan, we fail. We've an inbuilt excuse. Oh, plan was too hard. Wasn't my fault, it's the plan's fault. No, stop that shit. The plan fails if you don't do anything with it. So that's why when we strip away complex plans and we go, do these things every single day and you'll get all the results you want and so much more. Don't like to look at that, Gav. That seems too easy. Oh yeah, it is very easy. It also means you've no inbuilt excuse. So when things don't go to plan, the person you see in the mirror every day, that's the person that's responsible for it. Same with me, same with every person that will ever live and breathe on this planet. What we do in life is absolutely down to us. How we react, how we don't react, how proactive we are, how inactive we are. The choices we make, the choices we don't make, the stuff we put as a priority, stuff we don't put as a priority. That's it. And go and live that way. Go and sort your shit out. And and if on the absolute rarest of rare chances that it doesn't work, and I give it like a good 6-8 weeks of really every single fucking day looking after the shit that's important to you. Stop spending your time having stupid conversations with stupid people that don't add value to your life. I'm not saying dump your friends or any of that kind of shit. I'm just saying look after all the other stuff and then go and waste your time, spend your time on doing whatever. Like, I mean, if you go and spend, so my A stuff gets, like, so that's 10%, that leaves 90%, so if we do like 50, 60, I shouldn't do live maths on the 25, 15. So if we spend like 50% of our time working on the A stuff, and then 25 on the B, and 15 on the C, that's like 10% of our time to go and do fun shit, to watch TV, to hang out with your mates, to lounge around, to do sweet fuck all. But the problem is that we're missing out. We're not doing this bit here. We've it all upside down. We've got 50% or more of our time going on stuff that's not actually going to make a damn difference. I really can't say it any clearer or any more straightforward than that. And you might be nodding going, yeah, makes sense. No, sounds good. It's, again, doesn't matter. You could have the best fucking plan in the world. You could have the access, you could have all the access you want to all the best equipment and all the best coaching and all the best resourcing. The fact of the matter is this: the people whose results you've heard have gotten those results because outside of that door there, outside of the front door of the gym, they've gone and put in the work. They've looked after their A's and then their B's, and then when they've had time left, they've looked after the C's. It really is that straightforward. Take it easy. I'll talk to you soon, guys.